Ta-da. Hello, YouTube. Good evening. Tonight, the topic is focus. And here with me, we have Bruna, Leilani, William, and João. Bruna, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hi, guys. Good evening. My name is Bruna. I live in São Paulo. I work as an English teacher. I live with my family, my parents, and my brother. Just like Leo said in the beginning, I'm also a hostess here on TNT, and I have been working here on TNT as a community manager. Yes. So I'm really happy with this new moment in my life, this new phase, and I love TNT, and I think that's it.
Perfect. Thanks, Bruna. And you, Leilani.
Hey, hello everyone. My name is Leilani. I'm Zoom from Alagoas, and I have been living with my husband, and I'm 36 years old, and I've been studying English for 2 years. And I'm here in this platform because I like to practice conversation, and I enjoy a lot to be there here. Nice to meet you.
Perfect. You are in the right place. And you, William. William, I cannot hear you. I think there's a problem with your mic or your connection. I don't know. Can you try to close your camera? Just to know if it's your connection.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry, my connection tonight is not so good. So can you hear, guys?
Yes, I can hear you.
So my name is William. I'm from Volta Redonda, but I was born in Minas Gerais. I've been living here for 4 years. I'm a student of computer science, and I decided to join in this group just to practice my English, to meet new people. And for this week, I am trying to do my best to attend every single day. And during the month, I hope to come here and practice my English for at least 1 hour. So it's a challenge that I decided to put in my English daily routine.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a real good challenge.
Yeah.
And usual, can you introduce yourself, please? Your kids say your name, your age, where are you from, what do you like to do?
Hey, hi folks, my name is João. I'm from Bahia. It's near Salvador, Alagoinhas, Bahia. I am engineer. And I work with maintenance analyst, and I live with my grandmother. I love his series. I I am studying English, and I am learning yet. I study a few times, about 6 months. I returning to study English. I I studied before about one year and stopped, but I return and study. Is it?
Perfect, João. And João, do you have focus or do you have problems with this?
Sometimes I have problems with my focus. I eh, lose my focus easily sometimes. Mainly when I take my cell phone and I need it to do other things, for example, or listen other people's around of me.
Yeah, it's also a problem to me. Sometimes I just start to talk with someone and I cannot stop. And you, Leilani, do you have problems with folks?
No, I don't have problems about it, and I may consider the person that has focus, and I try to make organization in all things that I making during the day, and because I need to do that, and my in my work and in my life I need to have a schedule for to follow, and because it is helping me a lot, and I try to make the important things in the first time, and I think I'm so good in this. And for example, now I've been studying English and for 2 years, and I try to make a schedule for to make this study every day, every single day, and take some minutes in during the day for to study and to working and make many things, many stuff in my house, organization and cooking and many other things that I'm married and I need to make the things organized in my house too.
Jesus Christ, I hope someday when I grow up, just be like you.
Yeah, I think sometimes I think my day is more 24 hours.
Yeah, it's look like, certainly. Into William.
Well, in my case, in my mind, for example, I try to focus on, but everything just happened in my mind, because when I'm going to put in practical, man, I failed completely. So nowadays that I decided to take some certification in my area, there are a lot of certification in my area that I want to take, and I started to study for one certification, but I decided to study for another one and another one, and when I going to see, I don't study nothing. So something that I needed to change, because it's not so good. I've been talking with other teachers and the other classmates, and they told to me that they face the same thing. And yeah, I try to do my best. So before I go sleep, I try to write down what I'm going to do in the next day, but it's not so easy. So I decided to do that for a couple of weeks. But I confess for you, it's not so easy for me. So I am a person that I lose my focus on so easily, and I don't know if it's a problem or something like that, but I need to focus on what I want to do and go forward. But yeah, I'm struggling to do my best.
Yeah, sometimes I just like when decide to I make a to-do list and I decided do not do that who are in the list. So makes no sense, but at least I try. And you, brother?
Yeah. Um, I was talking to Yasmin about it because when I started attending the meetings here on TNT, I could focus like 1 hour, and keep focused on the conversation. And then I don't know what happened, but every meeting I catch myself checking my cell phone and seeing the messages and doing a lot of things while I am here, So I don't know. Maybe just like the guy said in the video, we are over stimulated, right? And then it's really complicated because while I am here, my message like there is my cell phone pops up and I can see the message. So or I think of doing something else while I am reading. It's like we can't keep still for a long time. We always feel we need to be doing something, and uh, It's crazy. So I just answering. I think I try to be focused, but my cell phone is really a problem.
Yeah, and it's very common we say that our smartphone or our cell phone is a problem, and we try to put it as longer as we can from us. But the same tools that we have on our cell phone, we put on our computers. So I have my computer here, and I also have the web WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Trello, and everything on my computer. So everything that I use it on my cell phone, I use it on my computer as well. And guys, what benefits can we have we have a good focus? For example, William, João, and Bruna, and I will have this problem with focus. What benefits do you think that we could have if we don't have this problem? William.
Well, I think the first and the more important is you won't waste your time, because they used to say time is money, and it's true. So, man, when I lose my focus on, I waste a lot of time. Yesterday, for example, I was studying English before I come here to attend in the meeting, and I was signed up to take a voucher, to take the certification that I am a student for. And I was studying English, but I received a message on my email that I got this voucher for 100% of discount. And I was so happy, man, I'm going to do that right now or after the meeting. And I decided to do to sign up in the website, the site, to take the voucher, and I spent at least 1 hour to just to sign up, to put my identification, to to choose the day that I'm going to take the test, and just because I don't focus on and they study English, I decided to do another thing that in the moment wasn't so important, and I spent 1 hour, and I almost get so late in the conversation, you know. And I mean, if I have if I had this focus on, I wasn't how can I say, lose my time, and I was able to complete to the English and the talk and the meeting, you know. I think you when you have a focus, you save your time, you do things that is more important, you know. I think for me, when you have focuses, it's important to have time. You won't waste your time.
Yeah, at least you can decide something in your life. Have big problems of decide something. I just overthink a lot and I start to cry and I don't know what I what I decide. Yeah, I have this big problem as well. And you, Bruno.
Yeah, and sometimes
Go on.
and sometimes this kind of thing, it's more, how can I say, strong, like us, you know that you can do it later, but you decide to do it right now. Sometimes it's more strong than you know.
Yeah, and we have to decide fast. I don't know how to decide something fast. I was not made to do this. And you, Bruno?
Just like William was saying, I think when we are focused, we have more time. Um, we have more time for ourselves, or I don't know. I think we feel, first of all, when I can focus, I feel I am really powerful. Like, gosh, I could focus today. I could do my stuff, organize my life, or I did the things I planned, and I feel really great, and come and fulfilled, like, gosh, I did it. This is something important. And I was reading a book once. It's called The 7 Habits Productive People Do, something like this. And it was talking about like something that is the responsibility we need to have with ourselves, you know. So I told myself I would do it that day. Then I gotta do it, you know. If I don't trust myself, how will I trust someone else? You know, like if I can't be responsible with my own stuff, how will I be responsible with other people's stuff, you know? So this part of the book really made me think about it, you know. That's it.
Yeah, and something really interesting that you said, it's about when we have folks, we can have more time to ourselves. But I also think that we have folks we can make many times, but the time that we save, we don't take it with take care of ourselves. We just start new activities and try to be more productive of doing something new, but it's not taking care of ourselves, and it's also a problem.
Yeah.
William, do you want to say something?
Yeah, and something I don't know if it happened with you guys, but sometimes I cheating myself, you know. It's something that I've been realized this so much. I cheating myself, and I know there are other things that's more important to do right now, and I just say no, I can do it later, and when the day coming up and I didn't do that, I feel so bad. But some weeks ago, I cheated myself that I will do that. So it's kind of thing crazy, because how I can cheat in myself, you know, my mind. So I don't know if you guys do that, but with me, I've been doing that so much, and I need to stop to do that, because it's crazy to cheat in yourself, you know. You put your mind that you're going to do that later. It's like a procrastination. So it's something that you lose your focus on.
Yeah, to me, it's a cycle. I'm everything mess up, so I manage everything, and then I mess up everything. Then yeah, and I'm stay round and around this cycle. As usual.
I I agree with my mate, and you have more time when you have focus. And other thing is the uh, likelihood that you make one activity and commit a mistake in one activity is more probably when you lose your focus. For example, in my work, I I have to do some analysis, and every day when when I am making the analysis and other people comes with me to talk about other things, I lose my focus, and sometimes I I take some mistakes in my analysis. So I have to make all the things more on time, more on time, more on time. So I spend so much time when I lost my focus.
Yeah, it's a problem. Sometimes we have to write in a paper, please don't bother me. I'm busy doing something. Please don't talk with me. And you, Leilani, you are the only one here who have the power of focus. How do you feel with that? What benefits do you think that you have in your life because of this? Leilani, can you hear me?
She's back.
Yeah, she's back, but her connection isn't stable. Leilani, hello. Can you hear me? I don't think so. Okay, guys. So let's continue. And I want to know from you, why do you think it's so hard to focus on just one activity? Leilani?
I'm so sorry, my
Oh,
connection is so bad today. But it is the third question. Is
the second.
the second? Okay, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. But if let me know if I will frozen. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, and for me, I agree with William said when you don't have focus what you need to do, you lose time, you lose money, and you lose many things. And I think it's so important if you want to have a focus on one activity or one thing that is so important for you, you will give for many benefits. For example, you don't procrastinate. Will not procrastinate the things that you need to do in the first time, and you need to you will be so more productive, more effective. You will give more time, you will be more happy, because in the end of the day you will go back and you will, okay, I finished the many things in during the day. It is so it is giving me a good feeling, and it is a similar peace in my mind. And
Some
I think
confidence.
yeah, yeah, it's so good.
Great. Yeah, it's good to feel like this. And great, guys. So why do you think it's so hard to focus in just one activity at a time, Bruna?
Me?
Yes.
As you could see, I wasn't focused because I have a class tomorrow in the morning at 8, and I was preparing my class, but I will share with you. I think it depends on the person and on the activity, you know. Sometimes we have a lot of tasks and we don't organize ourselves previously, so it can make us try, like maybe try to do a lot of things at the same time is a way of trying to handle a lot of tasks, you know. So maybe because we're not organized enough, or because we didn't plan ourselves enough, or we couldn't, or we are overwhelmed with a lot of things to do, and we couldn't organize it in a good way, so we start doing a lot of things at the same time, you know. These are some ideas I had.
Yeah. Maybe if we wanna have some focus, we must have organize something to have this. It's something important to think about it. And you, João?
I believe that is hard because exist other things that you like, and you can't let it um, for 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 after. Yeah, and when you don't have control of yourself, you lose your focus easily. So, and I think that you prepare one thing is like you make one thing where you make it work. For example, when you prepare the environment and the chance of you keep the focus is is, is major, is better. And for example, keep your cell phone at distance, or you don't see the messages, or disable and the notifications. When you prepare the environment, I think that you keep the focus is more easily.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's something, it's about self-knowledge and w- with some um, environments interruptions that can make us don't focus on our activities. Yeah, thanks, João. And you, William.
Well, I think we put in our mind that we are able to do a lot of thing in just 1 day or just 1 week, but we forget that we have just 24 hours. But you wonder yourself, well, I have a friend that he works, he have a family, he has to go to go to the college, he has another project, and he's able to do a lot of things. And me, that I have more time like him, and I can do just half of the things, you know. And sometimes I don't know the word in English, but we, how can I say, oh my gosh, how can I say this word in English? So we put a lot of pressure on yourself, and sometimes it's terrible for you. And when you lose your focus on, you decide to get so mad sometimes, and because you didn't complete that tasks, you know, you don't want to do more anything else because you just failed. And in your mind you think that we won't complete the others, you know. I think especially for me, I needed to schedule these, how can I say, these goals, you know, that I'm going to do. For example, this week I will try to do that, and another week I will try to do that, instead of to try to do a lot of things in just 1 day or 3 days, you know. It's something like that. We put a lot of pressure in yourself to do a lot of things in just 1 week or just one day, but we know that we won't be able to do a lot of things.
Yeah, it's a problem when we start to compare to other people. As João said, it's some self-knowledge. So we have to be able to know what we can do at that time, and we can postpone it, or what we can do another day. It's really important. Leilani, into you.
I think the biggest problem for to have a focus on just activity, it's because normally the person don't have organization in your life, and in many others subjects in your life. And I think it's so important. You have organization, you have control about your time, what you need to do. And normally the people that don't have focus in just one activity normally have many distraction near for example, on TV, others people to talk, or other things happening in the same time, and the person want to pay attention in all things in, in your around you, and I think it is so hard for to have focus, and the person maybe need to pay attention, more concentration, without distraction in your place that you want to work or want to make do some activities, and you need to make effort for to keep a focus on, and because it is not easy, and normally many people like to do many things, many stuffs in the same times. I think it is so hard for to administration the many things in the same time. You need to have organization for to do the things that is so important. What is your priority? You need to do this in the first time, and next to the other things that it is not necessary or not important for you. And I think when you keep this way, it is easier for to have focus on, and the not procrastinate and continue to many activities.
Thanks for the tips, Leilani. Yeah, I think I have this huge problem when I'm working. I just put some music on TV and working while I'm listening music, but I listen music more than I work, so this is a problem too. And guys, you talk so many about trying to have many activities at the same times. And I want to know from you, what is better, focus on one activity or be a multitasker, do many tasks at the same time? Leilani, I will start with you.
Okay, I think the person is able to do many things at the same time, especially women. because we have more pay attentions in many things at the same time, but I think if you want to do the thing the best way, you need to keep a concentration attention in only one thing. I think it is easier for you to do the thing the best way, give more attention for this. That's it.
Great. Yeah, I have agree with you that you women have this power of doing many activities at the same time. And João.
And I really don't like it. um, that to do many tasks at the same time. And for example, I can same tasks in the same time, but I feel that I can't to do it the best way. And for example, I listening some things in English, and I have other things, and I my my learning is very prejudicate for it. And in comparison, and when I stop myself and listen something in English and pay attention 100% with myself. The I I earn so much information. I keep it, learning. I listen better, and I can to do the best way to do just one thing, one task.
Yeah, I think it's also really important to know what activities we can do at the same times and what activities we have to focus. It's something that, for example, when I'm cooking, I know that I can try to be faster doing many foods at the same time. So I think that it's possible beyond manage my kitchen, but there are some situations that I have to focus, especially when I learn something. So if I'm reading some text, I have just read that text because I will not remember anything if I concentrate my attention in any other thing. So it's something that it's important. William, and you?
So in my case, I prefer to do one task, and when I finish, I like to do the another one. So a good example is when we are cooking. So I'm not like my mom that she can cook so much food at the same time. And today, for example, just because I decided to sleep just 5 minutes more, I missed my bus, and I get up so fast looking for my shoes and look for my mobile phone, and I had to make the coffee and to do some pancakes, that I like to eat in the morning. And I was doing everything the same time, but I was doing everything the same time, but I wasn't doing, how can I say, so good the things in my mind. My brain was working, doing this kind of thing at the same time, but I was just focused on in one thing. But in my mind, I was thinking that I was focused on in a lot of things, and the result and the final result wasn't so good because I missed my bus. I almost hurt myself because when you're cooking, you need to pay a lot of attention, and it's not so good to do a lot of tasks in the same time. If you're not used to do that every single day, for example.
Yeah, I think it's also something important to say when we are when you use it to do some activity, it starts to be more easily to to do that activity and another activity at the same time. I think when we are starting something new, it's not that easy doing that activity with another one. Bruna, and you?
Couldn't agree more. You said everything. I think just like what Leilani said, we are used to doing a lot of things at the same time, but I don't think this is something good, because just like William said, we if we do a lot of things at the same time, we may not do it in the best way. I think it is important to focus on one each time. We start something and finish this thing. We start something else and finish this other thing. But it's difficult because sometimes we are interrupted, and then we start doing something else when somebody calls us or when we get a text. So I think we can text message. So we can be. It is common to do a lot of things at the same time, but I don't think we should do it. I think we should focus on one task every time.
Great, thanks, Bruna. Guys, okay, we have time to one more question. Guys, we have said many things here, and email, cell phone, social media, talk to people, things that distract us. But I want to know for you, what is your biggest difficulty and stay focused. I will start with you, João.
My biggest difficulty.
Yes, your
the
biggest
football.
difficulty. What is your
Is-
biggest challenge?
For me is keep my mind in the task, specifically test. And when you have other problems in your life, it's so hard to keep yourself in the only one thing. And when you when you when you are living a good moment in your life, it's more easier. But you have many problems, it's very hard. Sit down in the chair and put your mind only one thing to do. For me, is the mailing challenge.
Yeah, it's a real challenge when our mind isn't in the present. It's just on the future, in the past, or in the place.
Exactly.
And you, William.
Well, in my life, I try not mix up everything. For example, if I have a problem in my personal life, I don't like to bring this problem in my student life or in my job. For example, how our friend said, when we have a problem with something and we need to do a lot of things during the week on your day, it's so difficult because you are doing this kind of thing, but in the moment you stop and you remember that you had this problem, and you start to think about this problem, and even you don't want to think this problem coming in your mind so fast. So it's so terrible. And when I am watching a video on YouTube for a long time, and it's so easy for me to lose my focus on. So if there's just a mosquitoes flying in my face, I'm going to follow him until to kill him. So man, it's so easy for me to have the distraction and something that it's terrible. God forgiving me. So when I'm in the church, for example, and I needed to do something so important, and the father is talking so much, and I just remember something, and man, I am there in the church, but my mind is in another place. So it's so terrible to say that, but this kind of thing always happened to me. Yeah, I try to don't lose my focus on, but sometimes it's so difficult. I'm a person that I have distractions so easily, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think at the church is really hard, especially because we're not overstimulated in that place. It's just a person talk for an hour, and it's really hard to stay focused. And you, Leilani.
Yes, I agree with William and Joel because everyone, I think everyone lose focus and concentration when you have problems, and when we are so worried about any problem or one thing that happened, and it is so hard. But I think there are others problems that make this so hard. For example, today we live in the technology world, and everyone want to to uh, to connection all the time. Everyone wanted to send a message all the time, and everyone make part of the group of the WhatsApp, and it is so hard because you need to always so see the message in your cell phone, a connection what your emails or the others informations, and I think it's so hard you to keep concentration, and you need for to make it so strive effort for to keep it in your mind concentration and for to achieve your goals.
Yeah, it's hard because we try to be connected with everything and we are disconnected with everything. Yeah. Bruna, please.
We're running out of time, so I will just say really quick because I'm worried. So I think for me the biggest difficulty is the cell phone, Instagram mainly, and WhatsApp, or social medias in general. I always think someone will send me something really important that I need to see, or we have that FOMO feeling, that you can't miss anything. And yeah, that's it. I usually the cell phone, but just like you said, Leo, sometimes we are not on the cell phone, but we get distracted in on the computer. So maybe everything distracts me, just like William said. That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Bruna. And guys, I sent on the chat a link to a survey, so please answer this. And you can also share with me some ideas, some of topics to discuss with you here, okay? João, it was your first time here. How was it? Did you like? Did you dislike? Did you hate this? Did you love? How was it?
I like so much. It's very good when you have the people and that that want that want to learn English and share with you the, the learner.
Perfect. So guys, that's it. I really hope to see you here again next week. Have a great week and see you all, guys. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Hello, bye bye.